Get ready to uncover hidden truths and explore theories that few dare to touch. Have you ever wondered what's really out there? Between government conspiracies and extraterrestrial civilizations, a series of evidence and theories suggest that we are not alone. And no, it's not just about random UFO sightings or occasional reports of aliens. There's something much deeper and more complex, a puzzle that could transform our understanding of the universe. Imagine unveiling the intentions of beings who may have visited Earth in ancient times, or even a civilization that might have inhabited this planet before us. Here, you'll see accounts and theories that defy logic and open doors to unbelievable possibilities. But beware, this journey is for those with an open mind and a desire to go beyond the conventional. Curious to discover what governments and powerful organizations may be hiding, this series is for you. The collection we are about to explore delves into stories of UFOs, aliens, and government secrets buried under layers of mystery. It's as if each tale invites us to peek into an alternate universe where spacecraft cross the skies, and aliens might already be closer than we imagine. In this sense, it's an exercise in opening our minds, questioning what we've taken for granted, and for a moment, considering that there is much more among the planets than we were taught in school. Intriguing, isn't it? Many people go through life without ever considering the possibility of a reality where UFOs are the starting point, not the end of the line. It's fascinating to imagine the creativity needed to create such stories. But what if all this is actually an alternative version of our own history? Many believe that the government hides facts about UFOs, suggesting that this skepticism is a way to protect the public from the unknown. After all, how would most react upon discovering that, beyond our planet, aliens might already be among us? These tales, almost comedic at times, have the power to make us laugh and, at the same time, reflect. And if all these encounters with spacecraft were real, maybe it's an invitation to question what we've been told about the universe. With each new story, we are led to consider that extraterrestrial civilizations might be watching from afar or even visiting our planet from time to time, as if we were being observed in some sort of galactic classroom with these advanced beings watching. Stories of abductions and mysterious lights in the skies ignite our imagination, leaving us somewhere between disbelief and curiosity. So why not allow ourselves to embark on this journey of uncertainties, where each new story about UFOs brings us closer to a provocative what if? After all, if there's more than we imagine, the next step will take us even further. The Siluran hypothesis is one of those theories that, at first glance, makes us stop and wonder, could an advanced civilization have existed before humanity emerged? To many, this idea seems absurd, but as we take a closer look at geological and archaeological records, we realize that time hides many secrets. The tectonic plates, with their incessant movements and constant erosion, erase almost everything over millennia. So if a civilization like ours existed before, who's to say any evidence would remain? A mystery that many try to unravel without success. Yet, it's fascinating to imagine what could have happened to these pre-human civilizations. Some theorists suggest that these ancient cultures, perhaps even more advanced than ours, may have developed technologies to explore the cosmos and, who knows, even made contact with extraterrestrial beings. If they indeed existed, perhaps their spacecraft and technological instruments were swallowed by the Earth under layers and layers of rock and soil. These extraterrestrials of the past may actually be our forgotten ancestors, carrying secrets we haven't even dreamed of uncovering. After all, time is the greatest of all guardians. Evidence for this hypothesis is scarce, but some intriguing discoveries keep the thought alive. An artifact here, a strange structure there, things that science struggles to explain. And if these objects were indeed remnants of a people who once inhabited Earth, we might not know anytime soon, but simply considering the possibility is an adventure in itself. The Siluran hypothesis invites us to see our planet as a vast puzzle, where each piece could completely change our view of the universe and the role of extraterrestrials in our history. When it comes to tracing the history of our planet, fossils are like the pieces of a puzzle, but an incomplete and very old puzzle. Imagine, then, that only a tiny fraction of all that has ever lived here left traces. Experts say that even the iconic T-Rex, with its mighty teeth and claws, has left only 0.004% of its remains. Now, think about the chances of an advanced yet brief civilization marking its place in the fossil record. An almost impossible challenge, yet one that fuels our curiosity about what else might be hidden in Earth's depths. This scarcity in the fossil record leaves room for many unanswered questions. It's as if Earth holds secrets that will never be unveiled, casting a veil of mystery over our past. Imagine a civilization that lasted only a few centuries and then was swallowed by history, leaving no traces behind. A brief passage on the planet that could indeed be invisible to modern eyes. Even with advanced technology, finding fossilized remains of complex societies that existed for short periods is a Herculean task, almost like chasing stone ghosts. So how can we be sure we are the first intelligent civilization to inhabit this planet? The absence of evidence doesn't necessarily mean evidence of absence. Many archaeologists and geologists debate the idea that a civilization like ours could disappear without leaving much behind, especially if their ruins were buried or destroyed over time. In the end, it leaves an intriguing question. And if, right beneath our feet, there are traces of ancient UFOs and evidence of societies that once explored the cosmos, but now are just dust? The event known as the Paleocene-Eocene Thermal Maximum, PETM, marks a moment when the planet experienced abrupt and extreme environmental changes. Around 56 million years ago, temperatures rose dramatically, leading many scientists to wonder if these changes could have been triggered by something beyond natural causes. It's intriguing to consider the possibility that an ancient civilization, perhaps even an extraterrestrial species, might have caused these effects through some kind of prehistoric industrialization. After all, if today we see similar marks on the environment, who's to say they haven't been impressed before? This theory raises an interesting point. An advanced civilization could very well leave traces of its existence in the chemistry of the planet. With the PETM, many indications point to a massive release of gases like methane, something we also observe today due to human activity. It's as if this period is a mirror of our time, suggesting that something similar to what we are experiencing now may have already occurred. Perhaps there were beings, or even aliens, who already understood how industry works and the impact it could have on the global ecosystem. A story that seems like fiction but, in the eyes of science, remains open to investigation. Imagine discovering that marks similar to those we currently leave in the atmosphere were already present in ancient layers of Earth. This makes us question whether we are truly pioneers or just a repetition of a larger cycle. A cycle where civilizations come and go, leaving tiny traces that time insists on erasing. Who knows what else is hidden in the Earth's deep layers? Perhaps records of spacecraft or traces of an extraterrestrial era that the planet itself buried under centuries of changes and transformations. This mystery only makes scientific exploration all the more exciting. The calculations behind the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence are more than mere numbers. They bring us face to face with the vast mystery of the universe. The famous Drake equation, for example, allows us to estimate the number of technological civilizations that could exist in our galaxy. With so many variables involved, planets, stars, a civilization's lifespan, what we have is a calculation that makes us feel small but, at the same time, incredibly curious. After all, with billions of potentially habitable planets, it's hard to believe we're alone. Who knows where these aliens might be? Perhaps observing, waiting for the right moment to make contact. This calculation opens doors to fascinating theories. What if these civilizations emerge and disappear, like waves on a cosmic ocean? Some may be light years ahead of us, while others are just beginning. It could be that we arrived at a moment when other intelligences have long since vanished, leaving only vague traces, perhaps forgotten UFOs or even scattered signals across space. It's like a galactic dance, where we are sometimes alone, sometimes surrounded by possible neighbors who, like us, also contemplate the stars, wondering who else might be out there. This perspective makes us reconsider our own trajectory as a civilization. The universe is vast and time is infinite, and we, as part of this cycle, may be just another of those civilizations that come and go, searching for answers about what lies beyond our planet. We may not see these beings, but the numbers tell us they could be out there, hidden on distant planets or in spacecraft traveling the cosmos unnoticed. That's the beauty of the calculation. It allows us to dream and speculate, keeping alive the desire to explore the unknown and maybe even find a clue leading us to the next mystery. In 1946, Operation High Jump, led by Admiral Richard Byrd, marked one of the most enigmatic episodes in American military history. Officially, the mission aimed to explore Antarctica and train troops under extreme conditions. But later accounts suggest something much darker and more mysterious: encounters with spacecraft and a supposed Nazi outpost harboring advanced technology, like flying saucers. Imagine that, a secret base hidden in the ends of the Earth, where UFOs could be ready to take off at any moment. A scene worthy of science fiction films, yet one that many believe holds a hint of truth. This theory suggests that the Nazis not only escaped but established a secret fortress, guarding futuristic technology that, who knows, they may have obtained from an extraterrestrial source. And what makes it all the more fascinating is the idea that these technological advancements were so sophisticated that they truly seem out of this world. Wrapped in conspiracy theories, Operation High Jump still sparks curiosity and doubt. Was it just military training, or a desperate attempt to uncover what these UFOs were hiding in Antarctica's vast frozen wilderness? To many, the idea of spacecraft and aliens in a frozen desert seems like fantasy. However, records indicate that Byrd may have reported encounters with flying objects defying the laws of physics. Imagine what it would be like to encounter something like that. A UFO hovering over the glaciers while teams tried to understand what they were facing. If these reports are true, perhaps this mission was not just about the unknown in the ice, but about the unknown coming from the stars. Operation High Jump leaves us with an intriguing question that seems to pull us toward the next mystery waiting to be explored. There's a diary many say belongs to Admiral Byrd, where he supposedly described chilling encounters during his Antarctic expedition. According to these claims, Byrd recorded encounters with an advanced civilization hidden in the frozen depths and technologies beyond anything humanity had ever seen. Picture the scene: unknown beings, perhaps even extraterrestrials, interacting with such a respected figure, revealing secrets buried in ice. If true, this diary would be a window into mysteries we can't fully understand. These accounts talk of spacecraft and technologies that challenge what we know today. To many, this sounds like fiction, but it's hard to ignore the fascination of the possibility. And even if it's just a conspiracy theory, this story leaves us with disturbing questions. What did Byrd really see? If these beings existed, could they still be out there, hidden, watching and waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves? There's something about this narrative that deeply resonates, feeding our desire to uncover what lies beyond the Earth and our own certainties. Byrd's diary is a central piece in the puzzle of theories about government involvement with UFOs and extraterrestrials. If these descriptions are real, we're talking about an alliance between humans and beings from another planet, a cooperation that would defy everything we know about official history. And thinking of Antarctica's vastness, a place few have explored, it's possible there's still much more hidden. This diary, real or not, opens the door to other equally mysterious stories, like the alleged interstellar exchange project that supposedly united humans and aliens on a space journey. Project Serpo is undoubtedly one of the most fascinating stories of human contact with extraterrestrials. According to reports, this secret project involved an exchange of American scientists and military personnel who were sent to live on an alien planet called Serpo. Imagine the experience of leaving Earth to live in a completely different place, among beings from another galaxy, adapting to a culture and technology so advanced that our own inventions would seem primitive. This project was supposedly a chance to get to know an alien society up close, something few could even imagine possible. Life on Serpo, according to descriptions, was filled with challenges and discoveries. From adapting to food and climate to the way aliens dealt with emotions and communication, everything seemed to come from an alternate reality. Reports say the participants experienced this advanced society, where spacecraft were common and the very perception of the universe was much broader than our own. It's almost like a cosmic version of a cultural exchange program, only in this case the boundaries spanned entire planets. It's intriguing to think that such an experience could open doors for mutual understanding between such distinct species. Upon returning to Earth, these humans brought back valuable, albeit confidential, information. They reportedly learned about alien technology and who knows, may have even shared some of our advancements with extraterrestrials. This exchange of knowledge supposedly enriched both sides, allowing humans to return with a new perspective on the cosmos. Yet, as with all things involving UFOs and aliens, the mystery remains. Did this contact really happen? Or are we facing yet another piece of the conspiracy puzzle? What is certain is that Project Serpo continues to fuel the imagination of those interested in the unknown and the potential of interplanetary connection. We've reached the end of this journey, but what you do with this knowledge is up to you. After all, how many of these theories seem truly absurd, and how many sparked your curiosity, making you question what you once accepted as truth? Now, imagine the impact of applying this open-minded approach to the world around you. Are you ready to explore more, question the unknown, and challenge conventions? If these stories moved you, consider becoming part of this universe of mysteries. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to never miss new content on UFOs, aliens, and cosmic secrets. The adventure is just beginning, and you're invited to embark on it.